Now, I don't know if you're like me when it comes to Microsoft and Windows and the direction that they're going in. Now, that's not to say that Apple is any better. However, what I have done recent years is started to move from Windows 11 particularly to the Apple ecosystem. Now, I haven't gone completely in, but I'm moving all my productivity work over to Apple. And it's mainly because of Microsoft's horrible move to monopolize everything and to grab all your information and try and take over your computer system and tell you what you should have. I just want an operating system that is basic for the most part and productive and non-intrusive. And like I said, Apple's not perfect. I'm not saying it is. The Mac OS is certainly far from that. But I'm finding over the last little while, and it's only been a few years. I mean, I'm a PC guy, have been right from the beginning. I started using DOS back in the day. So, DOS 3.1, all the Windows operating systems. And it's just turned me off. The whole Windows environment, Microsoft has just completely and totally lost me, totally turned me off. Now, this isn't about Apple. This isn't about me, really. I never thought I'd be talking about how wonderful Apple is, in all honesty, but this is what Microsoft, I think, has done. If it's done it to me, it's done it to a few other people as well. So there'll be no tears, there will be no love loss when it comes to me saying completely bye-bye to Windows 11. And the only reason that I'm using Windows 11 right now is to game on. That's it. However, there might be another option soon, even for PC gamers, and it might be the SteamOS. If you enjoy this content, you can throw me a thanks and give me more motivation to do these videos by doing what's up here. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and of course, comment. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about the Steam Deck or a portable unit that has SteamOS on it. I'm talking about your PC or my PC that has SteamOS on it. So we don't have to deal with Microsoft and Windows 11 and Windows 12 and whatever's coming down the pipe. SteamOS is gaining market share. Not much, but a little bit. And that's how it starts. Just a little bit at a time. That's only 0.32% growth in the gaming OS, but still, Windows 11 is declining overall. Not much, 0.44% drop. And by the way, if you don't own a Steam Deck and you think you're never going to use it, you'd be wrong, especially if you are a hardcore gamer. I have a Steam Deck and I play games on it that, well, I wouldn't play on a full-fledged, all-out $1 million computer system because that's how much PCs are these days, especially if you are looking at a really high-end gaming PC. You can pick up a Steam Deck, depending on where you are, $500 US, for example, around $700 Canadian, and you can play all day and all night, and, I wouldn't recommend doing that, but you can. It is an amazing little device that's super powerful. And as well, with lossless scaling being advanced every single day, who knows, you might be able to play super, uber, so-called AAA titles on a Steam Deck soon. And there's rumors, of course, coming about the Steam Deck 2. However, what Valve is doing is pouring all kinds of research and development and stuff to get the SteamOS correct, certainly on the Steam Deck, but I really want to see the SteamOS on my Windows gaming rig. Don't you? That's how we've said it for years. Windows, gaming, PC. But those three words hopefully won't go together soon. It'll be the SteamOS gaming PC. Wouldn't that be amazing? Because, like I said, if you've used the Steam Deck, you know how super efficient game performance is excellent given the hardware that's on this unit, accessibility, and features as well. It's a drop-down, amazing operating system, and Valve is tweaking the living heck out of it, and that is so good to see. As a matter of fact, they could have, I suspect, released a Steam Deck 2 by now, but they haven't. Instead, they have tweaked and tweaked and continue to tweak the SteamOS. Now, of course, Microsoft is going to try and compete, but it's still Microsoft. And that's not to say that Steam doesn't collect a bunch of your data, because it does, but at least Valve seems to be focused on gamers. Gamers first. And that's good, isn't it? Now, Microsoft is reportedly going to be releasing the Xbox PC app full screen experience for handhelds. Do you want a gaming handheld to have a Microsoft OS, though? Now, let me know what you think, but I believe that the SteamOS has a ton of momentum right now. It's moving forward like a lumbering train, slowly, but it's getting there, and it is growing in popularity. The handheld gaming space is becoming more and more popular, and I think the main reason for that is how expensive gaming PCs are these days. They're a fortune. I mean, you can pick up a Steam Deck for around $500 US. In the PC market, you're looking at $5,000+ US for a decent gaming PC. And a lot of people just don't have the money for that. It's a different world today than it used to be, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down. The prices are getting completely out of hand. If it's bad this year, how much more will it be next year? It's just nuts. So I think a lot of people are going, oh, well, I'm not going to have the same experience, but it's not going to cost me nearly as much. And the advantage with a handheld is you can take it anywhere.